So back at Star Wars Celebration 2022, that was kind of my first celebration as an adult that I'd been to since I was a kid in 2015. So it was kind of my first time experiencing Celebration and kind of figuring out how, panels work, how crazy lines are, exclusives. So I missed out on a lot at that celebration. I still had an amazing time, but there definitely were things like panels and exclusives that I probably could have gotten if I had known a little more about the conventions in advance. But with big conventions like Star Wars Celebration or San Diego Comic-Con, I think there's definitely a learning curve where after you go a couple times, you kind of understand how things work. So getting into panels and getting exclusives is a little easier. So this guy was a 5,000 piece limited edition Diamond Grogu Funko Pop that you could only get at the Star Wars Celebration store. And people didn't really know about it the first couple days of the convention. I heard on the first day, these were just like out on the shelves to where anyone could kind of go look at them and grab one. But by like that second or third day, when people started hearing about the Funko Pop and vendors started trying to buy them off of people, and just people knew about it, then they had to hand them out at the start of every day so that just the first kind of 1,250 to get to the show store every day would get the Funko Pop because everyone wanted it. So me and my buddies were kind of in the same boat where we did not really learn about this until like the third day, maybe kind of end of second. And then on the fourth day, my buddy Andrew got there super early and held a spot in line. I went and got breakfast, and it was me, my buddy Andrew and Esteban, and my dad, who were all waiting in line for a couple hours very early, just with the goal of getting this Funko Pop. When they finally let everyone in, we were like kind of run into the Celebration store because it was super far away from where you like queued to get into the con. Workers yelled at us for running, so we started speed walking extremely quickly because there were other people also walking, like running, going very quickly. So we were hauling ass. My dad was out of breath. It was craziness. We finally get in line, and there were a lot of people ahead of us. Part of the fun with these exclusives, for me at least, I really enjoy kind of the chase of it's not guaranteed that you're going to get anything, so you have to put in effort to get these things, which I kind of like because it makes getting them so rewarding. So I was definitely stressing in line, but they basically had these huge cardboard boxes just full of them, and they were handing them out to every single person in line. So basically the first 1,250 people on this last day would get a Diamond Grogu. And I remember the lady was like on her last box when they handed us our 4 Funkos. So was very lucky. We got there in time and were able to, all 4 of us, snag one of these Diamond Grogus, and I love this thing. I'm gonna open it up very carefully here. I don't usually keep these things on display outside of their box. I think most Funko people don't really keep them out, but these ones are so cool. I think they would look cool on display outside of the box, but I have not displayed them like that yet. So, but if we crack this guy open, let's see. Here we go. There he is. 5,000 piece limited edition Diamond Grogu. I love the way this Funko looks. I think the glitter over every inch of him looks awesome. The green is just such a nice, vibrant color. The gold of his outfit looks really, really cool in contrast with the green. I just think this is a super unique, cool Funko Pop, and I love that only 5,000 of these exist, and I have one of them. That just makes it so cool to me. I love seeing the little limited edition Star Wars Celebration sticker and the diamond sticker on there. This box is also really cool. I like how on the back, you know, it says Star Wars Celebration, so you know where I got it from. The black design, I think for especially some Star Wars characters, the black boxes for these Funkos look a lot better than the bright white, in my opinion. But yeah, this is probably one of my favorite items I have in my collection. This guy kind of started my Diamond Funko addiction I have. So through some other Comic Cons and celebrations I've gone to, I also have a Diamond Thrawn, Diamond Ahsoka from the Clone Wars. This one's super cool. And then most recently at Star Wars Celebration Japan, I got this Diamond Jar Jar Binks, which is also super, super cool. But yeah, not much else to say. I mean, you kind of get the gist just looking at this guy. He was not easy to get, which makes having him just all the more rewarding. I feel very satisfied just when I look at these Funkos, because a lot of them, you know, were difficult to get, whether it be paying a lot of money to go to these conventions or having to buy them off people. The Diamond Thrawn was only 3,000 piece, and I didn't win the Funko lottery, so I just had to buy it off a random at the convention. But I'm just super stoked to have all of these, and it all started with this little Diamond Grogu right here. Let me know which of these you guys want me to talk about next, because I have stories about getting all of them actually. And yeah, I'd love to talk about it. So we'll see you guys next time.